Hi there. This is Pastor Don from St. Paul United Church of Christ. Yes, I'm not in my church office. I'm at home. It is the first day of 2021, and I wanted to wish you and yours a very blessed and safe new year. Yesterday, I stopped by my dad's house and was talking with him. And 95 years of age, Dad has a lot of wisdom about the current age. And as we were talking about COVID and all of the things that are going on in the political climate, I happened to hear something that Dad said that made me observe that the only thing that we really ever know as 2020 is hindsight. Think about it for a moment. Isn't that something you've heard your whole life long? Hindsight is always 2020. Maybe we went into the last year incorrectly because we were all so looking forward to 2020. We were so sure our vision would be so clear in 2020 that we forgot that it's hindsight that is 2020. We best see 2020 in the rearview mirror. I don't know. There were a lot of good things that happened in 2020. We learned how to really connect with one another, to spend more time at home with our family and friends. We've learned that we can do business and ministry across the miles around the world via the internet. And we found that if we are careful and considerate one with the other, we can sustain life in many ways that we never knew before. We also found out that we need each other. We need each other. You and I, all of us. Not only the doctors and nurses remind us of that, but the way that we are linked in together around the world with the vaccine, the way that we are striving for making sure that everybody has access to it. This isn't an American thing. This is a worldwide thing, and it's humbling to be a part of something that the whole world is striving for and seeking refuge from. So in terms of what 2020 has given us, perhaps it's given us a little more perspective about how needful we are of each other. This morning, as I was doing my study, I turned to a reading out of Ecclesiastes, and I shared that with you. It's just one verse, and as a way of getting to another verse from Matthew. The verse from Ecclesiastes is verse 17 of chapter 9. Verse 17 of chapter 9. The calm words of the wise are better heeded than the racket caused by a ruler among fools. The calm words of the wise are better heeded than the racket caused by a ruler among fools. So let's turn to the calm words of the wise. And I turn to Jesus' words as they're recorded in the Gospel according to Matthew, the 7th chapter, verses 7 and following. Listen to these words. Ask, and you will receive. Search, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives. Whoever seeks finds. And to everyone who knocks, the door is opened. Who among you will give your children a stone when they ask for bread? Or give them a snake when they ask for a fish? If you who are evil know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your heavenly Father give good gifts to those who ask him? Therefore, you should treat people in the same way that you want people to treat you. This is the law and the prophets. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. So that's my word to you for this day. Not my word. Jesus' words. Treat other people the way you want to be treated. If we want 2021 to be something more than what 2020 was, then the question is, how much are we willing to invest of ourselves in it being better than what 2020 was? It's not everybody else's responsibility. It's not everybody else's problem. We aren't entitled to live off of what everybody else does. We are each expected to treat each other well, to take care of each other. Another way that Jesus says this is, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and you shall love your neighbor as yourself. So as we enter into 2021, if we're praying for a year that is filled with peace and understanding, then we need to be peaceful and understand others. If we want to be heard, we need to learn how to listen. If we want to know justice, then we need to be just. We need to understand that the world community is our community, that the earth itself is the place that God has given us to steward, that we are not the gatekeepers, we are the servants. So my brothers and sisters, in 2021, I wish you the blessings of all that you pray for, that you might live into them. And I pray you a sense of spirit and laughter and love that comes from God, that fills the world with a joy that causes stars to shine over Bethlehem and in places of darkness where we sometimes find ourselves. I know that not every day is easy. I know that for some, jobs have been lost, businesses have failed, that their dreams have been shattered, that investments have disappeared, and that hope seems a long, long way off. But know this too. You are not alone. That's the good news about Emmanuel, God with us, Jesus. And it is our responsibility as members of your family, brothers and sisters, all of us. It doesn't make a difference what color the skin, what our ethnicity, nationality, sexuality, or political party. We are all brothers and sisters. And the sooner we understand that, the sooner the calm words of the wise will overcome the racket caused by a ruler among fools. So, let's be at the business God has given us to be busy with. Loving justice, kindness, and mercy. And may 2021 be the year of celebration that brings together all of the things that make us one global family in harmony with God and with each other. And not just for this year, but for all time to come. You are a gift of God. You are beloved. You are beloved of God. Remember that. Be safe, be well, keep the faith. May 2021 find you full of the joy for which you pray, because you live it every day of your life. Blessings.